For a very limited time only, head on over to MrMuckcoin.com and use code GS30 to get 30% off all your purchases. Link is in the description.
Good morning, Madden fans, and welcome in to the Tiburon Studios here. It may not be the morning Agent K, but this is the studio where we do Good Morning Madden each day, which is a show where you can tune in and get the latest on Madden Ultimate Team. We did break down Zero Chill earlier this week, and we're going to go over it again tonight for you. We got Agent K to tell you about everything you need to know about this upcoming program. You can see right here behind us, it does end on January 3rd, so you've got a lot of time to get in and get active and get involved. So we will go ahead and look through those players. But what do you want to say to those fans who are watching the Madden Club Championship right now, presented by Snickers? They will be back with more action in just a little bit, but we just want to take a quick second to talk about Zero Chill. Any message?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great stuff happening in Zero Chill. You know, we went through some of the players earlier this week, and now we're going to go through those players now and talk about how you can probably earn some of those players. So, Z-Froze, you're the man that everyone is always looking to when it comes down to player ratings. Walk me through these players and who are some of your favorite. Yeah,
so these are some of the low-rated options in a collage here. You see Tyrell Williams, you've got JPP, Jonathan Jones, and Anthony Costanzo. But as we get into some of these higher-rated items, like a Darius Leonard, a guy with 92 play recognition, a short tackler with 95 tackle, these are the folks that people are going to want to add to the squad. A guy like Derwin James. Agent K, you met Derwin James. He's a big-time Madden player. Why do people love a Derwin James 93 OVR?
Hit power. Hit power. Not just that, but when he says something, he's going to do something. I saw him play at the EA Sports Bowl, and that guy knows how to ball in Madden. So definitely an item that, honestly, I add him to my squad just because he's a good dude.
Awesome stuff. Another good dude here, and a member of the 99 Club in Ultimate Team right now. He's a 94 overall with a power-up, which you can obviously power up. 92 acceleration, 96 agility, 91 elusive, and 84 break tackle for Christian McCaffrey. A third down back with great catching, but he's not the master, Agent K. That goes to Bruce Smith. He just got named to the NFL 100 all-time team. We do have a special developer interview with Jake Stein to talk about that NFL 100 team coming up. But this Bruce Smith here is part of Zero Chill. He's got 95 strength, 93 block shed, 95 power move, still has 90 finesse move, and 89 acceleration. Wow.
He's an absolute beast on the gridiron, so really excited to have him. Hopefully I can add him to my team, but I'm telling you, he looks amazing.
All right, so that is some of your options. Now, these are your Hearth players. Agent K, Adrian Peterson. What makes these players special? Amari Cooper and Ted Hendricks. Why are these Hearth players different than some of the players we just showed?
Yeah, for some players that are watching, they may be familiar with the MUT Superstars, and MUT Superstars came pre-baked with abilities. These specific Hearth players come pre-baked with these abilities, so they'll have stuff on them right out of the gate. You won't have to go ahead and equip them or anything like that, but they do come with 3 superstar abilities already once you get these items.
Cowboys are always popular, and of course, the Raiders have some great legends. So that's somebody you may want to add to the squad with his size. We do also want to talk about how you can go ahead and engage with Zero Chill, right? You have ultimate challenges. You have head-to-head timed events. Fraley, you're just logging in. You're a new fan. What are some things you can do to kind of get started in your Zero Chill journey?
Yeah, so when you log in, of course, you're going to go ahead and get a MUT tip, and you're going to get a player item, and that's just going to tell you exactly how to kind of engage with the program high level. But the best thing that you can do at the end of the day is get involved in these Hearth events. Now, Hearth events, there's ultimate challenges that you can engage in. That's you playing against the computer, or you can go ahead and get involved in these limited head-to-head Hearth events where you can earn these gingerbread min collectibles. Now, these gingerbread min collectibles are what you're going to need to go ahead and complete those Hearth gingerbread masters in a lot of ways. So the great thing about that is if you decide to go ahead and play ultimate challenges, you can go ahead and get all 3 of those player items that we talked about, Amari Cooper, Adrian Peterson, Ted Hendricks, by just playing ultimate challenges, or you can go ahead and play these Hearth events, which are limited time head-to-head events, by go ahead and getting these collectibles, or mix and match. It's totally up to you. With the holidays, it's really important at the end of the day, how do you use your time effectively so you can go ahead and spend time with family, and when you have some downtime, go ahead and get engaged.
Yeah, and those events will reset each Monday.
That's correct.
So keep an eye out for that. And those wins are cumulative, so you have some time frame to get those things done. So definitely the chat is hyped out there, excited, and we're excited for Zero Chill. It's one of the most popular programs all season long, and it brings the spirit into the game. Also looks great. But anything else you want to add before we bring out Jake Stein? I know he brought a little Zero Chill present, a little teaser. that we'll let you guys talk about. But anything else you want to add, Agent K?
No, man, I'm super excited to have Jake Stein. He said he's bringing us a present, and part of that present is going to reveal some stuff, like one of few that might be hitting here very, very soon. So we're going to go ahead and go over and talk with Jake Stein, who's one of our producers on our Madden Ultimate Team.
All right, I'm out of here. Bringing out Jake Stein. Thank you.
Great stuff. We are back, and I have to say, you know what? It's great to have you back on the show, Jake. Good stuff.
Agent K, thanks for having me back on.
We just talked a little bit about Zero Chill, and I heard that you were coming on the show and going to reveal a little bit. You have a present for us that you're going to show to the audience.
It felt right. It felt like the right thing to do. You know, come bearing gifts. It's been too long since I've been on the show, so yeah. So as you know, let's go ahead and just reveal it right now. We have on this Wednesday, Devin Bush. Our first Ghost of Madden Future is dropping in. Now, he will be coming with some additional friends, but for what I can show you, what I can share with you tonight is this Devin Bush will be dropping in on Wednesday. And as you know, I don't need to jump the gun and tell you, you already know this, but to let all the viewers know, this is a rookie premier player this year. So if you're somebody that jumped into Madden 19 and was able to complete his set, he's somebody that will just have his item automatically get updated and match the ratings that you just saw.
Yeah, I'm loving that 91 speed, and I'm telling you, I'm super stoked about the rookie premiere and getting that upgrade on my team. So again, guys, you know, you want to see the Ghost of Madden Future are back. So Ghost are back in Madden Ultimate Team. Super excited about that. But you know what? I'm even more excited about a program you've been working on. You're very passionate about. You've been working with the NFL on. It's the NFL 100 All-Time Team. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, it's been just such an awesome partnership with the NFL, like you had mentioned. You know, this was something that we were able to get an inside look at what the list was going to be this year because, you know, just taking a quick step back for people who may not know is, you know, all these, you know, players who are no longer active in the league, we have to go out there and actually secure rights with each one of those players. So getting an early look into see what that list was really kind of helped drive the priority list for where we wanted to go with that this year. But it's been really awesome, you know, and something that we've been really excited about. You know, the NFL has just put on an amazing show this year with this being the 100th year of the NFL. You know, all types of different lists, kind of ultimately culminating in this all-time team. Been really, really special. We just wanted to kind of match that level of, you know, respect and integrity that they've been putting towards it. So really awesome. A lot of great names that we haven't seen in quite a while. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun.
That's awesome, man. I know, like, we had some players that we're going to go ahead and walk through right here, but one of my favorites in Madden have always been Eric Dickerson. Give me a little bit of insight regarding Eric Dickerson and what you like about this item.
Well, I mean, Dickerson was just awesome. He was such a great get for us, and just kind of a little behind the scenes when we went out and reached out to Eric Dickerson this year, and we said, you know, hey, you know, congratulations, we're super pumped that you're going to be on the all-time team list this year. We'd love to bring you back into Madden. And he said, of course, but on one condition: you better make sure the goggles are on. So we had to absolutely go and make sure that we had the goggles ready to go, which we absolutely did. But yeah, I mean, this was one that, you know, the fans have just been gravitating towards. You know, I mean, he has that mix of speed and elusiveness and a little bit of power to go with them. You know, when we were kind of going through and figuring out, you know, how should we, you know, make them, and, you know, archetypes being such a big thing this year, could have gone either way. He could have been a speed back with some power. He could have been a power back with some speed. So he's got that sweet blend. And as with all these NFL 100 players, they come with the NFL 100 versions of their X Factors. So
That's
with
awesome.
him having Freight Train on right from the get-go, as I think, you know, made him somebody that the fans have really gravitated towards.
That's awesome. And J. Reed Vick, I mean, he you know, to honor exactly that request from Eric Dickerson, we got a nice little screenshot right here from J. Reed Vick, one of our community members out there.
Shout out. Thank you. These are beautiful.
Absolutely awesome.
Beautiful.
Also, another player I know you were really excited about to go ahead and get back into Madden Ultimate Team is Devin Hester. Talk to me a little about Devin Hester and, you know, how he plays in Madden Ultimate Team and also as part of special teams.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit about archetypes and, again, kind of getting a look at this list and seeing somebody like Devin Hester appear on this list made us really kind of go after and say, okay, well, having some of these existing archetypes makes a lot of sense, but we know down the road we're going to need some returner archetypes. And so we had one earlier this year with Dante Hall. We knew that when the all-time team came along, it was going to be Devin Hester. And so what makes him really special is, he's, I believe, the first guy who can get a really, really strong superstar ability in human joystick. So him having that archetype and, being able to meet that criteria has been something that I think has immediately made him somebody that you want to go after. But then in addition to that, when we were thinking about, okay, it's a special teams player, his receiving stats, he was much more of a return man than a receiver. What else can we do to really sort of, pay off and show you why he was one of the most special guys in the history of the league? We went ahead and we put on protective custody 100 on him as well, which also means that he will not fumble until he is tackled for a loss. So you can he's your first guy when you're either returning kicks or you're finding a way to get him involved in the passing game. He's not going to, lay the rock down for you. So another kind of really cool special item, and the athleticism speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, it's great. I actually have him on my squad, and like you said, he is a phenomenal kick returner. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the offensive linemen that are in the NFL 100 program. We got Jonathan Ogden. Give me a little insight regarding how offensive linemen are part of this program.
Yeah, I mean, the list came out and, pretty much everybody was a natural left tackle in the entire list. And, one of the things we know when we're either putting together a list of players for a specific promo or, coming up with, just how do we want to release content? We want to make sure that we have something that's, balanced and that we're representing all the positions as best as we can. So, yes, we do know that we did take a little bit of a creative liberty putting Jonathan Ogden at right tackle, much more of a left tackle when you think of him as a Ravens fan. But we did that, again, in order for one to have some balance along this release where we were able to touch all 5 of the positions. But then we were also able to utilize a brand new feature that came in, maybe a month and a half ago, which is secondary position. So even though he is a natural right tackle, if you have his power up, you can elect to put him at left tackle, all his chemistries, all that good stuff still counts towards the team. So you can still kind of get the best of both worlds.
That's awesome, man. Honestly, it's great that we have that secondary positions in game so people can make that choice. Now, I'll tell you one player that I'm super excited about. It's not Madden Ultimate Team unless you have this guy, is Reggie White. So talking about Reggie White, he's back in the game. We got his Philadelphia Eagle art right here. What's special about Reggie White?
A lot of power. A lot of power right here with this man. This man was strong. I tell you what, if you've been following on just as fans of the NFL and watching the All-Time Team show on NFL Network, they had just some great quotes when it came to him. He was the minister of defense, a man of deep faith, and they said, he was praying for you, and you were praying as well. Everybody on the field was praying when you were going up against Reggie White. So just a flat-out stud. He's not the guy that's gonna wow you with his, getting off the ball. But man, he gets his hands on you as you're a tackle, you were pretty much done. And he knew how to finish when he got to the quarterback. So I think we did a great job of representing him in the NFL 100.
That's great stuff. Now, I'll tell you, there's a fan favorite out there. I mean, a giant in my book when it comes to Madden Ultimate Team. We got Lawrence Taylor. I know you were really excited when we launched the program and we had him there. And we were just waiting for that release. What are your thoughts about Lawrence Taylor when it comes to NFL 100?
I mean, LT, arguably the best defensive player to ever play. It was either him or maybe a toss-up between the man that we just went past with Reggie White. 2 guys that just absolutely knew how to get after the quarterback. This man's intensity that he brought every week is pretty much unmatched. A significant talent, and unlike Reggie White, he is somebody that's going to bring all that athleticism to the table as well for you. And so, really excited about him. And I just want to point out, I should never ever be called a homer when I chose LT over Derek Brooks to be our right outside linebacker for the all-time team. Just want to throw that out there.
Great stuff. I have to say, again, huge shout out to J. Reed Vic for all the awesome screens that he's taken for this segment. Now, next up, we have Ronnie Lott as a free safety. I was super hyped when I saw this. For me, when I was a kid, I followed closely the 49ers and the Raiders, so it was just great to kind of see this item come into the game with his power up, being able to kind of select those teams. But what about Ronnie Lott makes him so special?
Well, I mean, I'm sure you're probably seeing a lot on the broadcast that you're watching right now, Enforcer. Enforcer is something that people are really, digging this year. Somebody, an enforcer, for those who aren't familiar, these are the guys that can really get a better chance of forcing fumbles when they connect with you. So he's, again, another player who just had great mix of size and speed, somebody who was just not going to be denied, multiple Super Bowl winner. When it comes to us, here on Ultimate Team, we definitely paid it off, like I mentioned, with that speed, with that hit power. Going back on that secondary positions piece, he's also somebody that played corner in his career. So you can, have a little bit of, different options when you're putting that lineup together. Hey, maybe I want to actually stick this Ronnie Lott, who is a little bit more physical, who does have enforcer, and stick him at the cornerback spot and get maybe a little lineup versatility.
That's great stuff, Jake. Thank you so much for kind of walking us through the NFL 100. I know it's a program you're super excited about, the NFL's been super excited about, to kind of see those tie-ins. Like, once it airs out on the NFL Network, we have those items in game. It's great to kind of see that cohesion with everything. So thank you so much for all the stuff you guys are doing.
It's been great. This week, wide receiver week, going to be another big one for us. So, maybe just maybe we'll have a little bit more information when it comes to wide receivers on Friday night.
That's great stuff, guys. Thank you so much. It's always great to have you here on the show. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go back to the Madden Club Championship presented to you by Snickers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.